Good morning, everybody. It is Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's video, we're going to be going over your guys' severe weather forecast. We're also going to be talking about an interesting storm system that we haven't seen for quite a while. And this is a storm, okay? Pretty much a snowstorm that's going to be moving through parts of the Northeast. And we actually haven't seen a snowstorm for a while, okay? And that's the reason why I said that is because we haven't seen this type of storm system for a while, and so it is definitely going to be quite interesting to see another snowstorm move through, and we'll talk about it as we head throughout the video. But let's go ahead and start off with your guys' severe weather threats, and as you guys can see, we do have a marginal risk mainly across Kansas City, Missouri, heading into western Missouri, back through portions here of southeast Kansas, and then into places like Tulsa and northeast Oklahoma. So this will definitely be a decent threat for severe weather as we head into tomorrow. This will pretty much be from Tuesday into Wednesday, so make sure at least be a little bit weather aware if you do live in this marginal risk. And as you can see, for the tornado threat, we do not have a tornado threat. For your hail threat, we do have a 5% chance for hail, and then for your wind threat, we do have a 5% chance for damaging winds too as well. So 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts will be the main concern as we head into tomorrow. And then we do have another severe weather threat that is a little bit more widespread. This will be from Wednesday into Thursday, and we even got a bigger area that could see thunderstorms, and that does include portions here of the Ohio Valley, but mainly over here in places like northern Texas, pretty much just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, back through almost all of western Oklahoma, or all of eastern Oklahoma rather, all of eastern Kansas, back through southeast Nebraska into southern Iowa, and then back through a pretty good portion here of Missouri. So this will definitely be one that we also do have to watch. And then I do want to also show you guys that we do have a bigger risk for severe thunderstorms as we do head into Thursday and Friday. So this will definitely be something that we do need to watch too. And then any severe weather threats after that, it doesn't look like we do have any severe weather threats on the table for the next 8 days after day 3. So there will definitely be some pretty good severe weather for at least the next 4 days, and then we are pretty much like a little bit done with severe weather, but we'll see if another one gets issued. Now let's go ahead and talk about the snowstorm, okay? I know you guys might be thinking it's spring. Well, in general, it's not completely spring because we haven't gotten to the first day of spring yet. It is meteorological spring, however, but we haven't gotten to the first day of spring yet, so there can still be some winter-like activity. So hopefully we will be in spring as we do head into the later part of March. But even if we don't be in spring, doesn't really surprise me, but it might surprise you guys though. So let's go ahead and start taking this forward though. So as you guys can see, we'll start to see a storm system move out west, which will bring some pretty good heavy snowfall to parts here of the Rocky Mountains. And then as we continue to take this forward, we'll start to see a storm system move through portions here of the Ohio Valley. But look at this system, guys. Places like western Kentucky, western Tennessee, down there towards southeast Missouri, and then back through eastern Arkansas. We are actually seeing a pretty good thing of storms moving through your guys' areas, and this could definitely bring a risk for severe weather as we do head into Friday. So that risk for severe weather on Friday, or at least Thursday into Friday, was at least right here, but for Friday, severe weather threat looks to be more in this area right here, and I also wouldn't be surprised to see it expand into places like Indiana and Illinois. So we will be watching for that. And then as that system finally heads out, we'll start to see another storm system start to move through these areas, which again, this could bring a decent threat for severe weather across portions here of Tennessee. And so this will definitely be another system to watch. And then as that one finally heads out, well. I do want to also say that really good snowfall is also going to be coming to New England too as well, with a few of these storm systems. And even on the backside of one of these systems, these actually are bringing some pretty good snowfall too as well. But then as that one finally heads out, we'll start to see maybe another storm system move through. And what's interesting with this one is not only are we heading quite far out, but we also are seeing some pretty good freezing rainfall across this area right here, mainly across the Great Lakes region. So it is pretty interesting to see some winter type setups, like I said, and this was definitely gonna surprise you guys for sure. You guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are thinking it's spring. Well, kind of, especially because our temperatures have been quite above average for a lot of areas, but then maybe more winter like though. So as you can see, we will start to see a small system start to move through portions here of Indiana and Ohio, so pretty much the Ohio Valley area, and then we'll maybe even start to see another storm system move through. So pretty interesting snowstorm type setup as we do head into the later part of March, which will be after the first day of spring. So I am sorry to say that winter might not be over yet, even though you guys might be getting ready for spring, so you guys might be like mowing your guys' lawns and stuff like that. But that might not be the case though. We might be getting back into a few snowstorms moving through those areas, and so that is definitely going to be something that we do need to be watching for, okay? So pretty interesting, and like I said, you guys probably are getting ready for spring and doing yard work and things like that, but there probably isn't going to be really spring-like weather anytime soon, so it is sounding like we will see some snowstorms, and that's what we are going to be watching for. So if we go ahead and take a look at your total snowfall, okay, this is going to be on Thursday, so pretty much March 21st, and as you guys can see, on from now to March 21st, you can expect some pretty good snowfall across portions here of the Four Corners region, and even back here in the places like the Ohio Valley, seeing a pretty good strip of snowfall there. Even back into parts of New England, we got some pretty good snowfall there. Like I said, that some of these storm systems definitely are bringing some pretty good snowfall there. And then we even got some upper Midwest and Great Lakes region snow, which could definitely bring some pretty good totals. Let's go ahead and look at another model, this GFS model. And with this one, we're ahead. Let's see what happens when we head all the way out. And as you can see, if we head all the way out, pretty interesting that GFS model actually starting to show pretty much all snowfall for pretty much the northern half of the United States. And look at that, extremely heavy snow across portions here of Colorado. But like I said, this is extremely far out. I just did that to show you guys that the models are trending on interesting snowstorms later on. But if we only had 200 hours out, actually still shows some decent 1-inch activity across portions here of the Ohio Valley, and still some pretty good snowfall across the Colorado area and as well as the Four Corners region, and then some pretty good snowfall across the northeast, especially Maine. Look at Maine getting about 16 inches, some areas 22, so pretty good snowfall there too as well. So I mean, we are definitely going to be in for some pretty good snowstorm activity as we do head into the later part of March. And so I do want you guys to keep that in mind. So that way if you are doing yard work, you guys don't have to be mowing while it's snowing out there. You just get surprised about it. But so, I mean, I'm sorry that is going to be being the case as we head into the later part of March. So at least after March 15th, we'll start to see more snowstorm activity and stuff like that. So, but you guys are definitely going to need to probably get a little bit prepared for some snowstorm activity, and that is definitely going to be what we need to be watching for. And I am going to say, let's go ahead and look at your total precipitation actually. So we're going to go to your total precipitation with the GFS model, and let's go ahead and head 200 hours out. And as you can see, for your total precipitation from now to March 19th, you can expect some pretty good said, storm systems to move through the deep south, bringing some threats for severe weather. We can't completely rule out one across the Ohio Valley, but the deep south will be in play for most of these severe weather events. So it's pretty much the deep south going to be in the severe weather events, while pretty much the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, and as well as the Midwest will all be in play for maybe, just maybe, a few snowstorms. So that is something we are going to be watching for. Like I said, is a few snowstorms as we do head into the later part of March. So I am sorry to say, that there will be some snowstorm activity during the later part of March, but that is just how the weather is, guys. It's just how wild the weather can get. So I would definitely get a little bit prepared for a snowstorm, like I said, before we head into the end of March. But let's go ahead and take a look at your excessive rainfall outlook for today. And as you guys can see, we do have a decent risk for flash flooding today across places like all of New Jersey, heading into the eastern part of Pennsylvania, back through southern New York, and then back to all of Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and then back into East Maine, and even southeast New Hampshire. So pretty big area of a decent risk for flash flooding. This is more isolated flash flooding, so you may not get a flash flood threat, but there will definitely be a chance for it. And then on day 1 or day 2 rather, I'm pretty sure this was yesterday's threat actually, and it was, so I accidentally showed the wrong one. It doesn't look like we have a flash flood threat for today, so this was yesterday, but it's still continuing to now. So for today, tomorrow, and as well as day 3, we do have 0 threats for flash flooding, as you guys can see. But on day 4, we start to see a decent risk for flash flooding, and then on day 5, rather, we do start to see a decent risk for flash flooding. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know we are getting on for some pretty good snowstorms during the later part of March. It shouldn't be anything too crazy, like it shouldn't be 1-foot snowstorms across the Ohio Valley and stuff like that, but it should only be maybe about a few inches to be the worst. So it's not looking to be quite as significant as you might think, but it will definitely be something to watch for. Like I said, and these snowstorms could definitely cause minor to moderate travel impacts in some areas, and so that will be something that we do need to be watching for. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos, please.